Fatui Harbingers are ranked by strength, and I have no idea why that girl is number 3. I'd test my skills with every Harbinger who ranks above me if I had the chance. But when it comes to her, something just doesn't feel right. Anyway, you should be careful around her.
Natlan is coming. The loom of fate is complete, and rumors are flying about the next Harbingers we'll encounter. Meanwhile, we know next to nothing about those Fatui operatives that are left, especially mysterious little Columbina. But maybe we know more than we think. Because if we study another dark little fool over in the game of StarRail, and couple that info with her namesake from the Commedia dell'arte, the picture of who this powerful girl may be gets much clearer. This is the Unlikely Genshin Gamer, and I'm about to blow your mind with the similarities between Sparkle and Columbina. Now that I have your attention, let's start with the biggest thing that corresponds to both of them and spiral our way down from there. First and foremost, both of them belong to organizations that are characterized by masked fools. The mask-wearing Fatui, which means fool over in Genshin, and the masked fools in StarRail. An organization that follows the Aeon of Elation, which is interesting. For the uninitiated, the Aeons are the figures in StarRail's lore loosely similar to Archons in Genshin. They embody a particular ideal completely, presiding over its presence in the cosmos to a large degree, and the people who follow them strive to also live those ideals. Like concepts of harmony, order, destruction, or preservation. Each Pathstrider, as the characters are called, will tailor their actions, sometimes subconsciously, to the Aeon and path they follow. And those that follow the laughter, as is often called, are some of the most radical. Aeons, unlike their Pathstriders, cannot act in a way contrary to their ideals. So the destruction cannot pursue the preservation of anything, and the harmony cannot promote division. And, as an Aeon of Elation, appears wholeheartedly to live for their amusement, because apparently amusement is the only answer to the injustice of the world. The masked fools are very loyal followers of the laughter, and some of their creed sounds similar to the Fatui's take on the universe and justice. The fools believe that the truth of the world is a joke, and that the ultimate meaning of all things lies in mere laughter. The universe is merciless, but there is joy to eliminate pain, dilute sorrow, resist nihilism, and heal wounds. Laughter, the gift of intelligent races, is the only answer. The Fatui say, "For crowns we wear masks that deplore the twisted logic of the heavens, and false gods and vanquished foes lie at our feet." In fact, the masked fools sound like Fatui who have given up the mission of correcting it all and are just content to laugh in the face of order. As a premier member of the masked fools, Sparkle does this to a fault. Nearly the entirety of her being is driven by the pursuit of elation or personal amusement. But on the other side of the galaxy, there may be another girl known as a fool with a similar tendency to weave webs and stir up trouble for the fun of it, called Columbina, because that was the nature of her character from the Commedia dell'arte. If you haven't seen my video about how the names in Genshin give huge clues about the lore, check it out by clicking the card below. I go over the Fatui's inspiration in depth. But suffice to say, although we don't know anything really about Columbina from Genshin, the actor in the Italian comedy that inspires the Fatui is strikingly familiar. This time, as I really describe the role of Columbina in the Commedia dell'arte, tell me this doesn't sound astonishingly like Sparkle's role in StarRail. The soubrette often appeared in Commedia dell'arte scenarios in the role of Columbina. In theater, the soubrette was a girlish, mischievous character, flirtatious and sometimes downright provocative. A background character like a servant or a lady-in-waiting who used her position outside of the limelight to wreak havoc. She could sometimes be dressed in a very short, tattered-looking dress with a choker necklace and heavy eye makeup. At the same time, Columbina specifically was very down-to-earth and could always see the situation for exactly what it was. Often the smartest person in the room, she enjoyed playing tricks on people and using various disguises to do it. She was hardly ever without something to say and someone to say it about. All these descriptions seem to pertain to Sparkle unerringly. But since they are meant to describe Columbina, it's not unreasonable to assume she will be very similar to her counterpart in StarRail. Applying a sparkling persona to what we know about Columbina finally paints a picture of a Harbinger who could have earned the position and reputation that she has. And I'd wager that one of the best things they brought from one character to the next is her ability to change her appearance and devastatingly trick the people around her. I would go so far as to say that we could have met her before and not known it in the slightest. That's why she makes Tartaglia uneasy. According to him, he'd fight just about anything that can move and will present enough of a challenge, but not her, because something isn't quite right. Imagine setting out for battle only to find that your opponent looks and acts like a loved one instead, or has melted away into the crowd because she can quite simply become a member of the crowd. Imagine how powerful it is to have a Fatui Harbinger who can move through the nations unseen, weaving webs, setting plans in motion, and dismantling defenses without having to be diplomatic or delicate about it. It's not even unheard of in the game. Dotori, who is one level above her, did it to create the situation in Tatrasuna with the Wanderer. Arlecchino says she's a very special Harbinger, and that you can never truly anticipate the answer you will receive to any question you ask. And Scaramouche implied that part of her methodology is to appeal to your morals to stay your hand whenever it is that you might find yourself at odds with her. She sounded like Sparkle when she was teasing the doctor at the end of the Winter Night's Lazo about his looks. Their sing-song voices are reminiscent of one another. They even look the same. I would hazard a guess that some of you have thought of this already. Now, I'm not saying that Columbina will be Sparkle. She'll no doubt bring her own very unique spin to the table. But I think this character from StarRail, sharing so many of the traits meant for the Genshin character, if we're following the naming convention of the rest of the Fatui, to be worth talking about. It's like they could be different sides of the same coin. She wouldn't even be the first character to have a counterpart in both games either. Acheron is very clearly the Raiden of that universe. And I wonder how many of you remember that little side quest in Inazuma and Liyue with the young lady, Atsuko, who ran away from Inazuma only to be replaced by a Bake Danuki imposter who lived with her parents undetected until the traveler realizes. Besides, wasn't that the slogan of Fontaine? Nothing is as it appears to be. What if such a situation, but far more sophisticated, is part of what has given Columbina such a formidable rank? Who knows? I, for one, am excited for what's next, and theorizing about the story's direction is quite entertaining. So, of course, it's time for discussion. If you disagree, tell me, what's your take on Columbina's situation? Got any theories? Or have you had the same suspicions as well? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one.